never knew such a day could come, and I never knew such a love could be inside of one. I never knew.
Sure, we met playing cards. That's all we met. We met playing cards. We were mutual friends.
When I first saw him, nothing came to mind. He was just a smart mouth talker. Just talk.
When I first saw her, I was interested. I say that. When I first saw her, I thought she was attractive. I thought she was nice looking. I mean, I didn't say anything to her right off, but I did think, she was attractive. Two things that I would say that we have in common. One would be an innate passion for family. Both of us kind of share that. We care deeply about our family. We make certain sacrifices for that. Another would be our ability to be creative financially. What I mean by that is both of us have the ability to make something out of nothing. You know what I mean? Like, it's crazy because when I say it, I think about it and I'm like, wow, so that's how in tune, in sync we are as far as that aspect is concerned. So I think those are the two things we have in common.
Out of the two things that we have in common, I would say the hustle. I'm a hustler, he's a hustler. By any means necessary, we're gonna make it happen.
We tell God and the whole world I know you're my babe. Can't you just feel how much I love you?
Our first date was to a movie. December 24th, we went to see The Fighter. I always ask him that, when was our first date? He said he never. That's woman stuff. I don't remember that. So I kind of remind him every now and then when we passed that movie theater, like, this was where we went on our first date.
She is very different because I don't normally date. Like, I don't normally date. I don't normally go to movies and restaurants and dinner and stuff like that. She was just like, from the outset, she was very demanding, you know what I mean? Just you want to be with me, you gotta do this, certain type of stuff. And it was crazy because I never had that, you know what I'm saying? So that's why I was like, I mean, as far as the day, we've had some dates. I can't tell you specific locations and this and so, because like I said, I don't really keep up with it, you know what I mean? So I don't even know the second date, the third date, the fourth date. I couldn't tell you. I have no idea. I mean, we've been to movies. We've been out to eat several times. We've been to plays. We've been to shows and stuff like that. But I can't tell you specifically what number it was. I don't know.
I think our relationship turned romantic probably maybe a year or so after we started like showing interest in one another. It first started as a partnership of hustling items, and it turned into something else.
With you,
And I just see you every morning.
How long was it before we got married? Decided to get married? Ah, man. Probably, 2.5 years in, maybe, give or take, 3 years or so. I mean, we talked about it. I mean, it was discussed. It was always a factor, you know what I mean? But of course, there was other circumstances going on, different variables and stuff like that. She would always say, "Are you ready for that? Make sure you're ready for that," stuff like that. But I'm not a simple dude. Marriage to me is, when we talk about it and we discuss it in that aspect. But I'm the kind of guy that like to just do things. You know what I mean? I don't like to. She's a planner, I'm not a planner. She likes to plan stuff, set, specifically this time. That I don't really operate like that. I'm like let's do it. We're gonna do it. Let's do it. You know what I mean? And that's kind of how it was. We were at a party for my goddaughter, and I just showed up with a ring and said, "Hey, we gonna do this thing or not? You know what I mean? And she wasn't expecting it, and that's kind of how it was. Just one of them days I just say, you know what, enough's enough, let's just do it. And that's kind of how it went.
The proposal. We were at his goddaughter's graduation party, and actually he sent me a text. No, I was supposed to be going to get something out of the car, some shirts. So in the midst of me getting something out of the car, I got a text on my phone, but he was already at the car with me, following me to the car. So as I looked down at my cell phone, the question was on my cell phone, will you be my wifey? And I turned around and look at him, and he's standing there with a ring in his hand at the car.
What do I love about her the most? The sacrifice, I think, is the most. I think I would have to say her willingness to sacrifice is probably the biggest thing. What I mean is, I get on her all the time because, you know, we both work. She has several jobs, and and not to mention, you know, we hustle and this and so on the side. And I always say, buy something. You need to buy you something, or you need to go shopping, you know, something. And she always says, you know, like it's not a big deal. And I tell her, I say, yeah, it's a big deal because you work, you know, we do what we do. And oftentimes I'll say, just buy it. I'll figure out how to pay for it. You know what I mean? Because to me, I feel like she deserves to be able to buy what she wants to buy. She deserves to be able to have whatever she wants to have. And a lot of times she'll sacrifice stuff that she really wants. And a lot of times she doesn't say to me, well, I want this, or I want, if she does, it's big, like a car, or, you know, it's something big. It's not like clothes or shoes or something like that. So that's probably the biggest thing, is the sacrifice. But, you know, I could go on and on. There's a lot of stuff, you know, the way she just manages the household, you know, per se. We've never been behind on bills. We've never been, you know, in a situation where we've really had to struggle financially. So, you know, and just, you know, that, and to be forgiven. She is, man, she's probably the most forgiving person on the earth, for real, because, you know, so those would be the things, I think, the biggest thing.
What do I love about him the most? The simple fact that he is a perfect dad, a great role model. They will always ask him before they ask me. And probably because they know I'm going to question it. He's more of the laid-back person, but he loves, his love for my children and his children, I really love that. Because, you know, nowadays sometimes it's hard to find somebody that will accept your kids, you know, being that they're older and you have younger kids. But he loves, his drive that he loves for the family, he gonna make sure it's done. When I say I need this, I need that, he gets it done.
What would I do without your smart mouth drawing me in and you kicking me out?
I promise to have your back through the good, the bad, the ups and the downs. Even when you get on my last nerve, I have your back.
So one thing I promise is, no matter what we go through, what we deal with, I promise to take care of this family, this household, you, forever. Period. I promise you. I'm going to take care of you and this family and our kids forever and ever and ever and ever. I promise.
Loves all of you. Love your curves and all your edges, all your perfect imperfections. Give your all to me, I'll give my all to you. You're my end and my beginning. Even when I lose, I'm winning. 'Cause I give you all of me.